What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? This is your boy Is Nefarious here, and I am here for another edition of your favorite series. Here we go, and it's a little messy right now. We're trying to figure out how to get this going. We're working with new software on the laptop and stuff like that. So bear with us a little bit as we try to straighten this stuff out. And we're here. We are in week 2. But first, let's talk about some of the stuff. Part 1, we gotta adjust the film room. We gotta go to the film room and we gotta take a look at what we did last week. But first, I want to show you the PML website. So this is the Premier Madden League website, and as every other video I will drop this season, I'm going to show you how to apply. You're going to hit apply there at the top of the screen, and then here you go, your PML application. You could start it, and an application will be sent to the commissioner's email. The commissioner will then give you a chance to go ahead and apply. Go ahead and try out, and then after the tryout, you could possibly end up in the carousel. And the carousel is a coaching carousel, and it's a rotating door. Could be performance, could be lack of content, could be multiple things that lead you to be out of the league and lead you to be in the league. As you can see, we got a bunch of content already. We got PML Red Zone that Cookie Boy runs. That's when he goes through 3 or 4 games, whatever's on at the time, and just does his Cook Johnson impression. You got the prediction show. We have a press conference from the Bills. We had Problem Right once in here. King Karan is also still with us. Cook is obviously with us still. You got my series there. New features coming, very interesting features coming. It's still in the works, it's still in progress, so that'll be a later on thing, but that's going to be interesting once we start to see that. But let's jump into it, and now we got to take a look at the team spreadsheet where I wanted to show you some of the tribute upgrades we're doing, some of the guys we're focusing on. JT Daniels is getting some love, the fullback's getting some love. Anybody in green right here, George Pickens getting some love, Trey Tucker. Then you got Albert O. He's going to get some love. Kevin Dotson, our whole offensive line. Logan Brown, a young stud that we got. Kendrick Green's getting some love. Joe Tukuafu, I believe it is. He's getting some love. We got a bunch of names, and what this is when you make content, you get content points, and then you use content points to upgrade non-physical attributes. So it's a good thing that this league has, and it's fun. Adds another sense of team building and fun in that sense. Let's move on. Let's go over to my game against the Rams. Let's skim through it real quick and see some things we could point out. Alright, so here we are with one play, and forgive it because it's a little choppy, so bear with me a little bit. So we're running a cover 1. You're going to see the pause there. We're running a cover 1 with Minka Fitzpatrick. We're going to use him. We're sending 6. So as you can see, we're sending TJ, we're sending 3 defensive linemen, we're sending a middle linebacker, and then we're also sending Devin Bush on the edge. And Devin Bush is on the edge. He actually got Stonewall, which is good, to have him in the middle, but he could as well use it on the edge. But the reason we got him on the edge, we want him to be able to blitz as well as play coverage more effectively. So that 90 speed on the edge is real nice, as you can see on this play. So he's going to run a little bit of play action. Devin Bush is going to come off the edge free, get to the quarterback before he could even throw the ball. So that's basically why we got Devin Bush there. I just wanted to point that out. That's one of the good plays from this game. We got some bad plays mixed in, so let's jump forward and let's see what else we could talk about. So here we are with another play, and to this point we've played really aggressive on defense, and this is where it's going to burn us. As you can see, he's going a little audible, maybe even flipping the play. He's going to run it. We're pressing hard on the outside, and he's going to call a little hot routes. And then as you can see on this left-hand side, we're absolutely even. I think he actually got a step on us here. And as you can see the ball marker there, that's 95 speed Robbie Anderson, or the really fast Robbie Anderson. I'll try not to say their actual speed for the series. Going up against Justin Lane, and let's just say he's not as fast. So we're going to play it here. The aggressiveness, actually that was Ahmad Garner getting burnt, and the aggressiveness just totally ruined us there as he runs in for an easy touchdown with Robbie Anderson. So you got to know your personnel, got to know who's out there, and got to know how we're matching up against them. We were planning on getting a rush there, but what rush do you need? What rush can you have when you got like you got like 3 seconds, then you could just tap square. We didn't get a rush fast enough, and that's what happened. So let's jump up forward and let's see what other plays we could point out from this game. Alright, so here we are with another play, and this play is interesting just to show you how uncomfortable I was in the pocket. So we run a little play action. As you can see here, we're looking at R1. This is our main read on the left-hand side. So we're looking at R1, and we want square to clear out this deep third. And it looks like it's going to work. But as you can see, you got the user in the middle, and you got X coming across the field. As you can see, we kind of, when we throw it when square is here, so it gives time for this cornerback to come back and play the ball. Now that we're paused, if you look over the middle, our tight end was coming wide open in this zone over here, along the right-hand sideline. So definitely could have. I just realized my mouse isn't showing on the screen, but he was coming wide open on the right-hand side. This tight end running over the middle. But we're looking at the left-hand side. We want the streak on the outside to clear, and we want this corner out to come open. We throw it a little too early. He comes up, he makes a play on it. It's not an interception, but it damn well could have been if it was even worse than that. We got to make sure we're making better reads than that. So I just wanted to point that out. We're making a bad read. Got to improve on that. Let's see if there's anything else we could point out from this game. Alright, so here we are with our first big mistake of the game. As you can see, we're going to drop back to pass. We have R1 open right away. We kind of fall in love with how open he was immediately, and we wait too long to throw it. So we're throwing it here. He's going to get covered. That safety's going to pick that off nice and easy. We're driving towards the end of the second quarter, the end of the first half. So it's a tough interception to take there. Gotta get your points. It was 25 seconds left. It was a 2nd and 7. We didn't have to force anything. We try to force something. Turns into an interception. Turns into a situation that we did not want. We could have been tied 14-14 going into half, but they get an interception there. So that stifles the drive and gives him a chance to come down and get points. But that was a huge play. Now let's jump over to the second half and take a look at some of the plays from there. Alright, so here we are with another play. As you can see, it's 14-10. He is up. We got the ball. This is second half. I think this is our first drive. I think so. What happened? We got a field goal at the end of the half. We got a chance to go up here and take a 17-14 lead. This is a key drive. It's 3rd and 2. We gotta find a way to make a play here. Find a way to get a first down. And I think we get a little too conservative, a little too worried about this play. Definitely not living up to the moment. So let's run this play. We're running a little mesh concept, and we don't let anything develop. We step back, we throw it, boom. And it's an interception, just like that. He gets the ball back. Terrible, terrible way. We got to let the play develop a little bit. We got to find a better read than just fall back, throw a drag. We got to find a better read than that. So, terrible play there. Let's jump forward. Let's see if we can pull out another play from this game. Alright, so here we are with another play, and this is a case of just bad user. So, he's going to run a little crossing route. We're going to come up. Who are we covering there? Let's run that back. So, let's go through this play slowly, and we'll pause that at a certain point. So we're watching. We see that crosser going one way from the right to the left, and then there's another one to come from, it looks like a deep dig coming from left to right. So as our user, we stay there. We kind of get distracted by that deep in coming from left to right. At that point, we should have passed it on. We end up in no man's land, just about here. Absolutely nowhere near the play. He's seeing that already, and he's going to hit this guy in the back of the end zone on the left-hand side for an easy touchdown. I don't know what happened there, but we definitely took ourselves right out of the play with our user, and got to be better in those situations. So that was another play to point out. Let's see if there's anything else we can point out. So there was really nothing else from our game, our first game against the Rams. A few points that we learned from the Rams. So one, don't be too aggressive. Got to know your personnel. If you're pressing, got to make sure that the rush gets home. But when you're pressing, he could just drop back a 1.5 seconds, tap the button, and he's gonna have an easy completion. So definitely got to work on that. Make sure we're pressing at the right time, not pressing at the right time. Other than that, got to be better with our reads. We looked really shaky with our reads in that game. Got to be better with our user too. If we're gonna send 6 and keep 5 in coverage, we got to make sure we're covering long enough for the rush to get there. So our users got to be better. Now let's jump over to the Browns because we got to see what they did week one. They came out with a win against the Chiefs. I believe it was 44-40. So let's take a look at some of the things they did in their game that we could take and possibly game plan around going forward. So let's jump over to that and take a look at their game. All right, so here we are with one play. Not really nothing we could learn from what he's doing, just something we can't let happen. As you can see, Nick Chubb is going to find a hole and nothing but daylight in front of him. So if one thing we have to do, we got to make sure that Nick Chubb doesn't do anything like this against us. Because if we could stop his run, I think we have a really good chance against him. He's a solid, okay passer. He's not a great passer, but if the run game's able to get going, then he could really be into a game. If we could force him to pass and pass and pass, I think we could force him into some mistakes. Let's see if there's something else we could pull out from this game. All right, so here we are with another play. It's 21-17 at this point. The Kansas City Chiefs are driving to end the second half. Well, end the first half. Kind of like our game a little bit. He's driving, but he's up at this time. He's going to drop back, and the pass rush is going to get there. So we got to worry about that pass rush from Cleveland. They got a really good defensive line. They got Myles Garrett, so you always got to worry about him. But the pass rush is going to get there, and then one of his many defensive backs is going to make a play. We'll take a look at his depth chart, but he's got 4 defensive backs that could play and plug in and play at any point. So we got to make sure we're not having turnovers like this when we play him. It was 21-3 at one point. Now it's 21-17, and now he has the ball to drive the length of the field in the second quarter. Let's take a look and let's see if there's any other plays that we could point out. As you can see, he has 1 interception there. Like I said, if we can make him throw the ball, I think he's gonna make mistakes and we'll be fine. We're just gonna make sure he's throwing the ball and he's not able to get going with Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt. So let's jump over to another play and let's see what we can point out from that. Alright, so this is a 2-point conversion, but this happened a couple of times. It happened on the first score of the game. It's happening now. He's against a trips formation where the Kansas City Chiefs has 3 wide receivers to the left side. All he's doing is running a simple RPO and playing a numbers game. So he's running an RPO. He's going to either hand it off to Lindsey on the inside zone or he's going to hit a bubble screen. So as you can see, he brings everybody in. So he's got the numbers on the outside. You could count them from the left to right. You got 1, 2, 3. You got 2 guys kind of shaded over the bubble screen. So this guy in the middle on the left hand side has no one, and then this guy has the outside corner. So it's going to be an easy touchdown, especially if he bites with this user. So let's see what he does. If he comes screaming down like towards the line of scrimmage, then it causes an issue. But if he does it, it's an easy 2-point conversion because they just scored. This is for 2 points. So let's see what he does. So he switches, he's there, he comes in, and then he tries to go out. That's not going to do it. So after he went in and tried to go out, it creates an easy little RPO touchdown on that situation. So definitely something we have to pay attention to. If he comes out and baseline or comes in a situation like that and we have an RPO ready, that's maybe something we could take advantage of. Alright, so here we are in the fourth quarter. It's 3 minutes left. He is down 34-40. Now, we're showing this play. This is on the Kansas City Chiefs. This is something we cannot do. We definitely cannot do something like this. We have the lead. It's 3 minutes left. It's 3rd and 14. We need a first down, or we could give his offense the ball and deal with it. He's going to try to get a first down here. But let me show you what single-handedly won the Cleveland Browns this game, and it's nothing the Cleveland Browns did. So he's dropping back. He's looking across the field. Boom, right there. Thrown over the middle with no reason to. A guy, one of his linebackers just sitting right in the middle. He's throwing it. Boom. He gets this pick, and I'm pretty sure he gets tackled, but pretty much gives him the keys to the car. That's pretty much what gave him the keys to the car and what gave him the win. But I don't think there's going to be any other plays, so let me run through this and let me pick it up on the other side and tell you a few things I've learned from watching. Alright, so we just finished watching the Browns versus the Kansas City Chiefs, skimming through it, watching it like that. There was a few things we picked up on. The Cleveland Browns stopped the run first, worry about the pass second. He builds through the run. He likes to pass, he does, and that's what led to 2 seasons where he ended up 2nd and 3rd in the division and not the division winner. He's a solid user. Don't get me wrong, HD is a solid user. He just doesn't know how to put it on conservative when he needs to. He doesn't know how to run the ball. He's got Nick Chubb. He's got to use him more. If he does, we got to be able to stop him, because if he's able to use him and then mix in his passing attack, I think he'll be in good shape. But if we could stop the run and force him to pass, I think we could force some mistakes that will really help us in this game. This week, the Cleveland Browns, they are 1-0, we are 0-1. Let's jump over into the game and let's see if there's any storylines to talk about, and let's go over some game planning. Alright, so here we are in game. Regional scout and focus, let's do that real quick. Choose regional scout and focus. So this regional scout and focus, I guess just to set the position. Current position in the West region is right tackle, then left tackle in the Central. Then we got QB in the Northeast, and then in the Southeast region we got right guard. His is actually the tackle position, so let's change that. I'm gonna do right tackle. Put him right tackle. So he's now focused on right tackle. He's middle linebacker, so actually let's put that at middle linebacker. We still need a middle linebacker, so we're okay with doing that. This guy, 2% efficiency bonus in DT. So let's go DT. We do have to find a replacement for Cameron Hayward. Remember that. We did get Riley Mills, who's a replacement for Stephon Tuitt in a way. Definitely is far from it, but if we could get him to be a good piece, we could probably get a defensive tackle in this draft. We need more draft picks though. Right guard or center. We're gonna go with the center because we need one. We definitely need one. This one's left guard. Current position, the scout and focus currently locked, so we can't touch that. Weaknesses in this one: cornerback, left end, and quarterback, cornerback, and left end are strengths. Weaknesses: right outside linebacker, left outside linebacker, and right tackle. So. We didn't see center on there. Defensive tackle, is it on the... Nope, not on the weaknesses, so I think we're good. Strengths, halfback, wide receiver. This ain't even a real draft class, so I don't even know why we're doing that. So let's scratch all that. Let's go back. Now we got to take a look. We're going to take a look at the roster for the Cleveland Browns and talk a little bit about the game plan. Alright, just skipping through the roster. His weakness is in the throwing the ball. He doesn't have the best wide receivers. He has a little connection between Jackson and Chris Olave. Smith-Njigba and Chris Olave both have that connection. He has 3 rookie wide receivers working. Actually, 1 sophomore and 2 rookies. And then he's got a sophomore quarterback. So make him throw the ball. He doesn't have a tight end either. He has a great offensive line. He has a great running back. He has that's the strength of his team right now. He likes to pass the ball. If we can get him to pass the ball, then we're happy. Left end, his defensive line is okay. Obviously, when you got Myles Garrett, it's definitely a problem. But other than that, we're not really worried about his front 7, to be honest. He might send a lot of blitzes, but we're not too worried about it. We'll have to game plan around it. Then we got Greg Newsome and Denzel Ward over here on the cornerback situation. Definitely a couple of guys we definitely don't want to throw on. Then he brought in Byron Jones as well. And Byron Jones we actually wanted for our defensive scheme. Then he's got Greedy Williams. So he's got 4 good corners, 3 really good corners, and Greedy Williams is actually a really good corner. So 4 really good corners. The defensive backfield, the safeties aren't too good, so we might be able to take advantage of that. Taking a look at the kick return, he's got Jason McClellan, the superstar rookie. He got very slow, so I don't expect him to do much there. Third down back, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, power back, slot wide receiver. Doesn't really matter. So basically, on offense, on defense, we're gonna try to make him run the ball on offense. Actually pass the ball on offense. We're gonna stop his run on offense. Defensively, keep the ball on the ground. Run away from Myles Garrett, keep the ball on the ground. We don't want to test these corners. Maybe test these safeties in a cover 2. Throw a jump ball up there for Mike Evans or Chase Claypool, because I think we could do that with these corners. These safeties, but other than that, we don't want to test the corners that they have. So that's the game plan. Let's go over the weekly strategy. Let's talk about some of the storylines we may have as well. All right, so here we are with the weekly training. Just going over the game plan. Well, we already went over the game plan. Just a few changes with the team, a few storylines. We are moving away from Rondell Moore in the slot. We are going to put Trey Tucker, the rookie that we drafted, give him a try, see how he does in the slot. We're also going to change up the middle linebacker. We did have Shaka Hayward there. We're going to actually switch that. We're going to put Jeremiah Moon in the middle linebacker spot. Other than that, it's pretty much the same team. Nothing else has really changed. We do want to get James Robinson more involved in this game. We're going to set up our auto subs. Hopefully that Najee Harris and James Robinson are interchanging a lot. Taking a look at the focus players, we got JT Daniels, we got Chase Claypool, Riley Mills, Ahmad Gardner, Damon Arnett, and then we got Terrell Edmonds. Those are our focus players this week. Taking a look at our total defensive rank, this is a little skewed because of games that were played. We're 22nd in defensive scoring, 32nd in offensive scoring, 23rd in defensive total yards per game. Offensive total yards per game, we're 17th. Defensive pass yards per game, we're 28th. Offensive pass yards a game, we're 26th. Defensive rush yards per game, we're 5th. Offensive rush yards per game, we're 12th. Defensive turnovers 1, we're 30th. Offensive turnovers 4, we're 21st. So we definitely got to improve on a lot of that, a lot of that stuff. But week by week we'll get better. I think we're gonna have a better game this time around. Let's go ahead and start the training. Let's hope that everybody comes out healthy, and we have a full squad for this game against the Cleveland Browns. All right, so taking a look here, everybody healthy. Boom. Defense is good. Let's take a look at the offense. All right, so everybody's healthy. That's good. Now let's jump over to the game where we take on the Cleveland Browns, and let's see some of the highlights. And let's see if we can come out with a win this week. Alright, so here we are taking on the Cleveland Browns, and as you can see, first play of the game, Nick Chubb is going to find nothing but open space. There's one thing we said we didn't want. We automatically led up to start the game as he takes it all the way into the end zone, making it 7-0 Cleveland to start the game. We're going to run a little stretch ourselves with Najee Harris. He's going to get to the outside. He's going to get into the end zone. So now it's 7-7. And now here he is driving again, and he's going to have the middle wide open as he goes to his wide receiver there in the back of the end zone for a touchdown, making it 14-7. We want him to throw the ball, and we just gave up a big play there. And then we're going to have a big play for him once again as we try to go to the end zone. We're able to, we actually give up the interception, but he's going to come back. He's going to try to take a shot, and Minka Fitzpatrick cuts underneath that, intercepts it, and he's going to take it downfield. But unfortunately, he's going to get tackled. We can't take it to the house here. You're going to see in a couple seconds. He actually runs out of bounds. We only get 3 out of that. Here's the Cleveland Browns on their next drive, and they're going to throw towards Minka again, and he's going to pick it off. So back-to-back picks from Minka Fitzpatrick as he's going to try to take it, house call it again. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. 14-10. We're going to run a little zig route on the 4th and 2, and Albert O is going to get into the end zone, making it 17-14. So we take the lead just before half. We're not trying to let him score here, but he's going to find a tight end wide open over the middle for a touchdown, making it 21-17. We really wanted to get a stop there because we got the ball at half. And our first drive from half, we're going to hit Chase Claypool down the seam, celebrate a little bit, and take it into the end zone, making it 23-21 after we miss a 2-point conversion. And here on the 4th and goal, a huge stop by Jordan Davis and our defense, giving us the ball back. We get a field goal out of it. 26-21 to score. He's going to roll out with Desmond Ridder, try to go deep, and we pick it off with Devin Bush. A nice user pick there as we get the ball back with only 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. We run 10-minute quarters, so pretty much the whole 4th. And we're going to try to hit a wheel route here, and he's going to get it right back with Nolan Smith. A nice little user alert by him. So back-to-back user alerts. And then he's going to go over the middle, hit his wide receiver for an easy touchdown, making it 27-26. Now he's dropping back with Desmond Ridder. He's going to roll to his right after a 3 and out. Hit his wide receiver once again on a deep route. He's going to take it into the end zone. Now it's 34-26. We are down by 8. We're driving here. We're running a little play action. We're going to hit Chase Claypool on this crosser. He is going to hit a little spin move, hit a little juke move, break a tackle, and go into the end zone, making it 34-32 after we missed a 2-point conversion. Here he is with the ball, 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. He's going to try to go deep, and Ahmad Gardner comes up. Sauce Gardner comes up and intercepts that, a huge interception, giving us the ball back. when we know we are in dire need of the ball. If we gave up a touchdown there, it was pretty much done. And we're going to go in for a score here with James Robinson making it 39-34. We're up by 5 here. He needs a touchdown. He's going to try to roll out. We're going to sack him, and that's pretty much going to be the game as we win 39-34, a huge win in our division. Start off the season with a division record of 1-0. We lost our first game to the Rams. We didn't cover that, but we get this win. So we're 1-1 on the season, 1-0 in the division. Huge win, and we move on to next week where we take the Indianapolis Colts on. All right, let's take a look at the stats. Wrap this up. Desmond Ridder, 24 of 31. He was 4-4. JT Daniels, 15 of 19, 320, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Taking a look at the rushing, Najee Harris, 168 yards, 8 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. James Robinson, 12 carries, 56 yards, 4.6 yards a carry. He had a touchdown too. Kareem Hunt, 8 for 66. Chris Olave, 5 for 151. Chase Claypool, 4 for 199, 2 touchdowns. Trey Tucker, 3 for 39. Albert O had a 40 yards and a touchdown before he got injured. Him being injured sucks. Pretty solid game from our receiving core. They weren't needed as much. Taking a look at the defense, I don't think we had any sacks, did we? All right, we had 3. Nice, so we did get in there. TJ Watt had 1. Devin Bush had 1. Frank Clark had 1 as well. Tackles for loss, Cameron Hayward had a couple. TJ Watt got back there. Jordan Davis got back there as well. Interceptions, Mika had 2. Garner had 1. Devin Bush had 1. Overall good game. Pass deflections, we had 1. We made a couple bad decisions, thinking I need a pass when I don't. He was giving me 5 yards a carry, basically. We had a few runs where he stopped us, but he's basically giving us 5 yards a carry. He ran the ball 12 times for over 100 yards. He didn't stick with the run. He really didn't stick with the run, and we appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Don't run it. We appreciate that. But pretty solid game all in all. Definitely got to build on this win. Now we're 1-1. The Browns are 1-1, and I think the Bengals might have won too. We had the passing yards. Well, he had the passing yards. We had the rushing yards. Total offense, we had the most first downs. Third down conversions, he was 6 for 7. We were 2 for 7. We were terrible. Fourth down conversions, 1 for 1 on our side. 2-point conversions, 0 for 1 both. We were 5 for 6 in the red zone. One of those were a red zone interception. 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals, 3 for 25. We led the time of possession as well. Big drive to come back and win. But we did what we wanted to do. We wanted to make him feel like he should pass it. We're happy he didn't run it. If he ran it, it could have been a different game. But we wanted him to feel like he could pass it all game. We wanted him to feel like that, and he did, and it bit him in the ass because it caused a couple turnovers. So we're all for it. Next week we go on and take on the Indianapolis Colts. Got to come out with a win there. Try to build some momentum in this season. But this is a good first win. That's going to do it for the stream. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you next time.